As the sun set and the sky turned dark, the small village of Ravenswood became eerily quiet. The villagers knew better than to venture out after dark, for they knew the dangers that lurked in the shadows. Legend had it that a coven of vampires had made their home in the old castle on the outskirts of the village. They were said to be ancient and powerful, with a thirst for human blood that could never be sated. One night, a young woman named Emily decided to take a shortcut through the woods on her way home from a friend's house. She had heard the rumors about the vampires, but she was young and foolish and didn't believe they could possibly be true. As she walked deeper into the woods, she heard the sound of rustling leaves and twigs snapping underfoot. She turned around, but there was nothing there. She quickened her pace, her heart racing. Suddenly, a figure stepped out from behind a tree. It was a man, tall and handsome, with piercing blue eyes and a charming smile. Emily felt her heart skip a beat, and she couldn't help but feel drawn to him. "Hello there," he said, his voice smooth and seductive. "What brings you out here on such a dark and dangerous night?" Emily tried to run, but he was too fast. He caught her and pulled her close, his sharp fangs glinting in the moonlight. She struggled and screamed, but he was too strong. As he sank his teeth into her neck, Emily felt a surge of pain and pleasure. The vampire drank deeply from her, draining her of her life force. She could feel herself slipping away, losing consciousness. But just before she lost all sense of self, she felt a sudden jolt of pain as the vampire was torn away from her. She opened her eyes to see a group of villagers armed with stakes and torches, driving the vampire back into the woods. They helped Emily to her feet and escorted her back to the safety of the village. She was shaken and traumatized, but grateful to be alive. From that night on, Emily never ventured out after dark. She knew the dangers that lurked in the shadows, and she knew that the vampires were always watching, waiting for their next victim.